Hello friends, I'm here with two of my favorite horses and we are going to show you fear versus confidence in horses. And today we're going to focus on a scary object. So we have a tarp that potentially can be a very scary object to the horse. So we're going to see how a confident horse in Dusty, how he will act or react and how to deal with that with a tarp. And we're also going to see how a fearful, skeptic, afraid horse in Brego here, how he will act or react and how to help him kind of manage the situation. So even here you saw the difference. Well, confidence doesn't bother by the camera or anything, but this guy, oh, it's coming closer, it's coming closer, it's coming closer, I have to move. That's fear. So let's get on. I have Brego here, and as you can see, he's already moving around. He's a Spanish horse, and he's the most scared horse I've ever met in my entire life. And let's just go ahead and move the tarp around and see how he reacts. So you just spread it out and see what he says. So we can see he's paying a lot attention to it. I'm just gonna ask him to go towards it, just gently, gently, gently. And then we'll see how he acts. So he's not a confident horse. Neither by nature nor by personality. He's a very skeptic horse to everything. And you can see, you really see the skeptical behavior. This is not curiosity, this is skepticism. He is skeptical about what is going on, but at the same time he also shows bravery because he is obediently listening. He's or let's see, not obediently, he's trustingly listening to me as I'm asking him to at least try to do something. I will never push or pressure or force a horse to do something if he's not confident enough to do it. So that's why I'm always asking my horse to just try something. And then when he gets more confident, I can be more specific and say, try this or try that. But right now I'm just saying, try something and helping him get a little bit more confident. So I'll just say, try something. Let's see. Oh, he touched it. He touched it. That was good. That was really good. So I'll just take him away a little bit so that he kind of releases whatever thoughts may have gone in his mind. And then I'm going to re-engage and ask him to try, step on top of it. Oh, that was brave. See, I didn't ask him to go over it, but he chose to do it. And he did it confidently and he did it bravely. So he put a lot of trust in me and what I asked him to do. You can even see this is a little side thing. If you can see in his mouth, he has some strands of hay, and he has had that since we left the stables. And that just tells you how overly focused he is on his skepticism and his expectations of what is happening. And those are kind of fearful, worry expectations. So he can't even focus on eating the hay he has in his mouth. So that is just a sign of over focus on negative stuff. Like that wouldn't happen in Dusty. He would have eaten it a long time ago. So this is a typical sign of fearful behavior, being brave. So he's doing it great right now. He's still a little reactive to something, but now he's really brave when it comes to the tarp. Like he is saying, I am the tarp master. I can walk over it, I can step all over it. And let's see if we can get him confident enough so that he will actually eat his hay. So we'll just give him space. Usually I'm allowing my horse to move around when they are feeling a bit insecure. Then I allow them to move around because they have so much extra energy inside built up by stress and worry or fear. And moving around helps them to kind of release that energy and spend it a little bit. So let's see if we can ask him to get on there and stand. and think about it. Great. Let's see if we can do a little bit more scary thing and see if we can ask him to back up on it. So I'll just put him in a good position. I think I'll go down here. So there, just gently, gently saying, can you stand there? Can you back up? So I'm not gonna push him backwards. I'm just gonna ask, can you try to back up? And the thing is, when a horse is backing up, a lot of times if they are not really super athletic, they kind of drag the feet a little bit, and that will cause sounds and movement in the tarp, which is a good thing because it can help him learn that a moving tarp isn't, you see there? Like, see, he's pulling it a little bit, and that created sound, and it creates some movement in the tarp, and he reacted to it, but he acted then quickly, bravely, and said, okay, it was not that big of a problem. Another good thing is if it's a windy day and the tarp is blowing a little bit like now, that's also good to help him understand that it's not something that's gonna kill him. It's not something that's dangerous. It's just well, more or less a natural thing that happens in a human world. So let's do the backing up again and see if we can ask him to go more straight over it. So now he's kind of avoiding it a little bit. That's fine. We'll just gently, gently trying to put him in a good position, giving it a lot of time. And that is something that is important when we have fearful horses, the so-called emotional behavior. When we see emotional behavior, we need to allow for things to happen, and we need to give time for the horse to act, react, and think, so they can start relaxing. So I'll just ask, there you go. We'll just take it very slow, giving him time. So let's do again. That's good. So maybe he has learned already from the first time to actually lift his feet. And then it will be a very good thing for him. So we'll just ask again. Can you see how he lifts his feet a little bit more? Super good. And we'll just take it very slowly. There. So now he's not really pulling or dragging the feet anymore because he learned his lessons. And since we gave him time the first time and we didn't do a big thing about it, then he kind of thought about it. Okay, so if I drag my feet, it makes this sound that I'm a little scared about. But then he can reconsider and actually move more properly as an athlete and lifting his feet up. So I'm just gently asking him to go backwards. Can you see how he lifts his feet instead of dragging them through the ground or on the ground? Great. So that is a little bit of how a fearful horse can respond to a scary object and can deal with it, and we can help him become more brave, more confident, and trusting in us, our leadership, our communication, and the cooperation between us. So now on to the confident horse. Here I am with Dusty. He is my partner, and we have been doing basically everything I can imagine to do with him. So he's very, very confident as a horse. He's very knowledgeable, he's very well educated and unafraid of basically everything. So I expect him to not be afraid of a tarp. So I'll just go ahead, ask him to go here. I can even go here, make some sound, and you can see no hesitation, more curiosity, nothing really going on here. So what we can do is then we can expose it a little bit more just to kind of be sure, okay, yeah, he's confident. We can kick some sand on it, make sounds with it. So he's backing up because I'm doing something here in front. We can lift it up, do all of this, and you can see complete confidence in whatever's happening. And that is how basically a confident horse looks like and should act when something like this happens. So there's not much more to show with this guy, but that is how I would deal with this. There's no reason to do anything else with the tarp because he has shown everybody that he is the Tarp master. He doesn't care at all. He doesn't bother at all. Then I don't have to do anything else than this. I could wrap him in this. I could, throw it at him. I could, whatever, tie it to him. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't bother at all. So that's the confident horse versus the fearful horse, the emotional horse. And I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with all people you know who is a little bit confused about how to spot a confident horse versus a fearful horse. And otherwise, just do your best and make a difference.